Hello everyone, we're going to be starting today's video from the game already right away. It's 1457, I'm playing as France, it's Iron Man, it's 1.1, and I'll be honest, this was meant to be just a campaign for, well, me. I was going to pick up some achievements, have some fun, do a little bit of a modifier stacking, I'll touch upon that later. I wasn't really planning on making a video out of this, but there's something interesting that's come up that I think will make for a good video, or at least I hope it does because I hope I'm able to win it. Right, because this is France in 1457. Yeah, I've done all the integration of subjects and all those things. And playing as France, one of the things I've specifically wanted to do is the French monarchy reform. It has an interesting revoke privilege cost of minus 50%. I was looking at that, I was thinking that's pretty interesting. Because of course, if we take a look at communalism, it has revoke privilege cost of minus 50%. And then later we'll be able to get absolutism, which has more revoke privilege cost. And if you have high crown power, well, one of the effects of that is, of course, revoke privilege cost. You can kind of see where this is going. My nobility has 37% power, quite a bit of power, and it's already just 36 to revoke, which is pretty good. I mean, we have minus 5% from technologies as well, so yeah, minus 75% already. And I do wonder, if I get this number to be like minus 110%, do I start gaining estate satisfaction and stability from revoking privileges? Kind of one of the things I want to find out in this run. But anyway, that's the setup. I'm obviously nowhere near getting that, well, getting this country to this point, right? And, well, I had a bit of an issue. I had to change my succession law. My previous monarch only had daughters, and this is an incredible daughter, don't get me wrong. I love this current person on the throne, but I had to change my succession law, so now it's a bit expensive in legitimacy and stability, and I've been, of course, revoking privileges from the nobility and doing all the other things. And at one point, I had full privileges given to the peasants, and I realized, you know what? I'm revoking them anyway. Let's get the peasant power of the petit pois as low as possible. So I've revoked the rest of their 3 privileges. But there's a slight issue with that. Which is kind of ironic to say in a run where I'm going complete political absolutism up the wazoo. This whole thing is just unbridled enlightened monarchy, dare I say so myself. So yeah, anyway. There is a small issue, of course, with getting rid of all of the rights. Namely, the peasants aren't very happy. As you can see by the size of the revolt, that's all of them. That's every single rebel. We don't have a revolution in Brittany and Normandy, thankfully. That's because they have separatists over there, so that's a bit nice. And one of our newly conquered territories are also not rising up. And the few places that are also not joining the revolt are, of course, the cities, because in those we have burghers, and the burghers tend to be loyal at the moment. But as it stands, we're about to face a monumental revolt. This is just over 75% of the population, 77 point something. You've read the title, so I'm assuming you've seen it. And I mean, I don't think this is meant to be winnable, right? I'm about to go fight a ridiculous civil war. But you know what? I think it'll make for an interesting video. So yeah, let's get into that. I've done a tiny little bit of preparation beforehand. That is to say, of course, I've gone ahead and I have deleted every single castle apart from Paris. Paris will, of course, be staying loyal. The reason I've done that is that if I had to also siege those provinces, that would not be happening. And thankfully, I have a standing army. Now, I have been role-playing this campaign. If I was playing this optimally, I would have built cavalry in every single unit and just one based on that, but I decided, you know what, let's actually try some of this combined arms stuff. So I have 10 cavalry, 10 infantry, and 10 artillery. Way too much artillery, but I wanted to siege faster as well. So I do have the standing army, that's one thing I have going for me. I've also deleted every single fort, and I will say it's not a good cheese. I think one of the things within the game, as it stands at the moment, in my opinion, is that we have this fort limit. Actually, where is the fort limit? Yeah, if you take a look at fort maintenance, I believe the fort limit is visible here, for example, right? I think if a revolt spawns and it's under fort limit, if it's over, it shouldn't delete forts, but if it's under fort limit, it should spawn in new forts, because I think this kind of fixes this cheese where I'm deleting forts to make this frankly possible, because let's be honest, a revolt of this caliber should not be winnable, right? This should not be winnable. And I think it's only mildly winnable because I start with this standing army, and I start, well, knowing the revolt's about to happen, and I can delete all the forts preemptively, right? But yeah, I mean, I have a couple other things I want to be trying in this video. Obviously, a couple achievements to go for as well in my personal playthroughs. But I think that's sufficient introduction. So yeah, like and subscribe, I guess. And let's get this unpaused and let's get this going. This is in Iron Man, so I don't get a second attempt at this. We'll be seeing it live and seeing if I can get it through. Now, immediately, because I know that's happening and I'm going to probably be broke, I'm going to stop spending on stability. Because I can't afford it. At least now we're making money. I'm hoping I can get away with spending cost of court. We have a little bit of money in the bank, so I'm hoping we get away with that. Right. Also, we can't pre-raise levies, not really. So we do have only 9,000 of them because we don't get any peasant levies at the moment. The peasants aren't very happy. That's kind of the issue. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to knock the speed down a peg. We're going to finish moving to this province. And what we're going to do is, I believe we need 1,000 men to siege per. We're going to be splitting these guys up to immediately rush down sieges. Alright, and this leaves us with a decent chunk of these guys immediately ready. We want to make sure we don't start with them black flagged, so let's, I think, spend the rest of this movement getting to Burgos here, because this location thankfully has, well, actually still has a lot of peasants, but is for whatever reason staying loyal to the cause, and that's appreciated, not many of those. And I don't want to start with them black flagged or any other weird interactions like that. Okay, it's time for the revolt. To end all revolts. Okay. Smallest French uprising is going to take off. There we go. Okay. Yep. Guys, we've lost great power status. We've lost great power status. They're immediately raising troops. Now, the loyalty of the peasants have shot back up, so we can counter-raise here. They do have 2k regulars somewhere as well. Alright. Okay. There they are. Well, immediately we just need to grab all the occupations. We can't prevent all troops being raised, but we can try and prevent a good chunk of them. And I'd love to not lose this province here. This is where I set up my local governorship and moved the market center. So this was originally Bordeaux. Obviously, we've lost a bit of our population here. Financially, still kind of afloat. All right. Oh, I guess to be fair, we can now actually tax these peasants a bit more, so that's nice. Right. Yeah, okay. Keeping an eye on this, making sure they don't move anywhere interesting. What an AI army composition. 1 infantry and 20 auxiliaries. Oh, thank you, AI. But we will now see next day what we're up against. Pretty even actually. 50k versus 45k, but that's because we have so many regulars. And first battle. Thankfully, we do just flank them for free. If that's going to be enough or not is a separate question, but I think that's absolutely enough, yeah. Flanking wins. Oh, and the auxiliaries are all useless. Okay. Stupid peasants getting food. Don't they realize food can be just stolen from the local peasantry? Yeah, okay, maybe I'm starting to see why these guys rose up against me. And of course, as we complete, I can raise like another 100 odd from there. This is going to be an issue. You guys run into there. I'm hoping the regulars hold, but yeah, regulars good, so I think they do just hold. At the moment, looking pretty good for that. Okay. What do you mean we've lost cause? Oh, we probably lost cause on the revolt here. We had We had Norman cores and we've just lost them. Okay, that does really suck. Okay, nice. We can force this battle. Hopefully we just win that. We are a bit outnumbered. We have a pretty good general. They don't seem to have a general. Let's... Oh, I don't need to do this. Oh, they fixed it. I need to press the auto-distribute button every 5 seconds. Yeah, we both get into the battle relatively quickly. Yeah, they have our stats, so we're not going to be able to outstat them on ridiculous morale discipline, unfortunately, but yeah, we're trading pretty well, all things considered. Regulars are good. Oh yeah, regular's very good, so that's how you get away with fighting such crippling civil wars with 75% of your population against you. Send in the heavy cavalry. This is not good. I mean, it's 2 units of regulars. They've already locked in. Okay. Do your best. They're kind of low morale. Dice rolls against us. They get into the battle first. That's not good. Get into the battle? Thank you. Okay, that's terrible. Can we get out the battle, please? We've gotten a decent chunk of the country back. That's good. I think you just go up there and deal with it at this point. No, I'd really prefer not to kill, like, any of these guys, honestly. They're my peasants. As much as I hate them, I do need them to work the fields. Checking population counts now. Well, a bit hard to do, but I'm assuming we're doing well. I haven't seen many, if any, occupations we've actually lost. Thank God we deleted those forts. God, this would be so hard if I couldn't choose the forts part. Hey, we got some cores back. Oh, we got all our cores back on... Nice, nice. Okay. You're marching... ooh, I don't like this. I mean, you claim we win. I don't see it, but... I mean, the thing is, these mailed knights are really good plated knights, sorry, so... Maybe, but it's... The numbers are not pretty. They're at least full frontage. So, yeah, okay, never mind. Maybe these knights are absolutely cracked. Oh my god. Mailed Knights OP, especially effective against, let me guess, yeah, Peasant Rabble does not fight well against Mailed Knights. Alright, well, I mean, the casualties aren't pretty, on our side especially. Like, not pretty at all, but I think their right flank breaks before our left. It's like 40 men there. Okay, nice, so we can get at least a little bit of... Ugh, it's not a pretty battle, is it? Nope. Okay, we're going to have to pull out of that. And traded basically flat casualties against peasants. That's not a good trade. At least the north is somewhat stabilized. Of course, I have to deal with this army here, but... Okay, I'm very happy with left. I assume they were going for the bottom army. They're going for both. That's not good, but... No, it's just not good. Get out of that. When you can, at your leisure. Please? Thank you. We're actually going to do something like this and hope these guys go to Paris. If they link up, that would not be pretty, but I'm hoping if we just get enough of these occupations, they'll just run out of steam and concede. Because they look a lot less impressive now. This I need to be careful about. Okay. Yep, okay. Oh god. Alright, just pull back, just pull back. Leave, leave. Leave. They catch us? Hope not. Oh, I love abusing AI logic. You get away with things you should absolutely never get away with. Why didn't the French just do this during the actual French Revolution? Are they stupid? Can't they out-micro the peasants? Okay, I don't know where... Okay, this is here. If it's just standing there... we might be losing that battle, ladies and gentlemen. We might be losing that battle. Get in there. Okay, and then... Do you have any regulars in there? Some. Oh god, we're even attacking into them. I mean regulars, so they'll do something, but not much. They have to get out. They have to get out. I've also just tried. I can probably raise like... Oh, 1,000 more people, so I guess not that much, but still. Oh, my control. Oh god, my control. Oh, I'm gonna take ages for this to rebuild, isn't it? Ugh. Well, thankfully, we have gone 80 inwards, so we can recover that a bit faster, can't we? I think if they fight both of this, actually, we're in trouble. How many regulars are in here? A couple, not a lot. Right. Well, while they're busy with this, we can definitely still grab more occupations, so... This is not even the province capital. Okay, nice. So they haven't... They just stopped to give us a breather. Let's regain some morale, for the love of God. Alright, let's not just run behind France. That's Paris, that's fine. Okay, now you're finally wanting to trade occupations on a pretty good thing to trade occupations on. That sucks. On the siege again. I wonder if I can just kind of wave these guys around in the vicinity and they'll take the bait. I hope not. Oh, I hope they do, sorry. That's 17k, man. Come on. I think they get the raise off of the second round of levies. Hopefully it's not too many. No, it's 158 people. That's fine. Oh, but they've locked in and we've locked in. So I guess there's that battle. Can we wipe that before? Nice, we take defensive positions here. No, not split them equally. Oh god, oops. I meant the reorganize. Okay. Well, avoided fighting them. And now we're going to kill a couple thousand of our countrymen here, minimum. Ouch. Yeah. Oh my god, we killed 10,000. Yeah, this is one of the other reasons I didn't want to fight them, because I knew the peasants would melt to our heavy cavalry. That's 10,000 pops, that is. I think that's like 2 months of growth. Oh boy. Also, I know you say that we're meant to lose this, and I guess we do once you reinforce potentially, and we probably do, but we're trading incredibly well here as well. We'll get out. I should march down here. We're still playing this fun mini game of dancing around them, making sure we're not taking battles, because again, I'd hate to kill them. These people are, you know, the ones that actually work the farms. Oh, we're going to trade an occupation, but we're trading, is this not even a promised capital? No, it's just a random, okay. Are you kidding me? That one last location. Oh, and then they're going to get both of these occupations. Oh, no. Oh, that's it. They walked off. I think that's it. That's it. Oh my god. I've actually done it without having to take any of these major engagements. Oh, so many peasant lives preserved. Oh my god. Because I believe after this... That's it. Beautiful. 14k versus 30k with an 11.7. I think it's like 11.9 million. No, not even, yeah. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, did I count that as the end for casualties? Ah, damn it. Because I think, yeah, they had to be considered fully killed. But there we go. Victory over the rebels. We won. We put down the revolt. Glorious victory for us all. Well, very different video today, but I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. Thank you much for watching, with a special thank you to my channel members, especially Ark, Solar, Lemon, Lozendica, Nikastan, Hatan, Star72, The Awesome Rabbit, Best for Gaming, Grandma Flavia, Liberule, W. Sol, Anthony35, AC Napa, Conspiracy Pizza, Yukata, Danray, Marvi, Jack, Ryland, Stuart Allen, Andrew Black, Nebula, Centronic, Twinit, and Aquabird.